Hello everyone, Daria here, and today we're gonna talk about Russian nouns. Let's begin. So, what is a noun? A noun names a person, an animal, a thing, a phenomenon, maybe, substance. All of those are nouns. And Russian nouns have several features that I want you to know about. And one of them is gender. Gender is our today's topic. And in Russian, it's rod. Rod. Remember our pronunciation lesson from the last week. We don't say rod, we say rot. Rot. Okay? So genders. In Russian, we have 3 genders. Guess what? Masculine, of course, feminine, and neuter. Neuter, feminine, masculine. Let's talk a little bit about masculine and feminine first, because they are super easy. First way to understand which nouns goes to which gender is to look if it's a person. If it's a man, obviously it's he, masculine. If it's a woman, obviously, well, sometimes, especially today, it's not that obvious anymore, but still, if it's a woman, it's she. So let's write down our personal pronouns. Он stands for he, masculine. Она stands for she, feminine. And оно. Оно means it. Neuter. Neuter or neuter? I believe I'm confusing with German. Neuter. So, он, она, оно. If it's a person, if it's a human being, and you can see that it's a man, it goes to masculine. It's he. For example, the word man. Write it down, please, and repeat after me. Мужчина, because it's a very interesting word. It's pretty difficult to pronounce it as мужчина, because those two, it's difficult to put them together. Мужчина, мужчина. When you try fast, it's becoming kind of too much effort. So you pronounce it as мужчина, 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 мужчина. And of course, it's a man. Do I need to write translation for you? Мужчина, man. Same with the words like, what else? Papa, why not? Papa. Obviously, papa cannot be a woman. Papa, because mama is a woman. Papa, of course, he is masculine. Он, papa. Same with the word uncle, дядя. Repeat after me. Дядя. That's ya. Дядя. Ooh, it's so difficult to write like that. Дядя means uncle. Uncle, дядя, папа, мужчина. What else? Мальчик, a boy in general. Мальчик. Мальчик, a boy. Мальчик. Write them down and don't forget about the stressing. Мальчик, дядя, папа, мужчина. So everyone who is a man, masculine, он. So, same here. When it's about a woman, let's get rid of this for some time. We don't need it now. If it's something connected with a woman, женщина, мужчина, женщина, a woman. She, на, на. Женщина, женщина. About pronunciation, remember that hard consonants followed by soft consonants become soft themselves. Женщина, н. If you forgot about it, watch the previous lesson. Женщина, женщина, it's a woman. Of course, женщина is feminine, она, женщина. Mama, of course, is feminine as well. Mama, mama, feminine. Дядя, same with тетя and тетя. Тетя. Тетя, you remember that yo is always stressed. Тетя. This and. Okay. And девочка. 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 It's not like some German language where девочка is neuter. Das Mädchen. For Russians, it's like biggest surprise. Das Mädchen. In Russian, it's feminine. Она девочка. But it's obvious with these words. But also when it comes to words like professor, student, or I don't know, doctor, when you see the person, you understand usually in most cases if it's a man or if it's a woman. So you can understand which pronoun to choose, which word to choose. So this is the first way to understand if it's masculine or if it's feminine, depending on which person it denotes. Write it down. So that was pretty easy, right? Man, woman, feminine, masculine, it's obvious. Now I have a bad piece of news for you. All the objects around us, whiteboard, I don't know, hair, door, table, everything has gender. French people, German people, they know this stuff. But for English speakers might be a little bit tricky. But the good news is, that's a plus. The good news is that Russian genders are super easy to remember. It's a piece of cake. All you need to do is to look at the ending of the word. So, let's get to examples. Masculine, consonants, or y. If a word, you see some word, if it ends on the consonants or y, short e, actually y is a consonant too, but for some reason usually they show it like that. So consonant in the ending or y, it's masculine. Let's practice. For example, stol, a table. Stol. Stol, a table. Table. Stol. Okay. Jeez, what's going on here? Okay, table. Never mind. Let's pretend it never happened. So just write down the word table. Stol. Look at the ending. Here we have a consonant l. Means that it's masculine. Stol, on. In English, table is it, right? In Russian, it's he. On, stol. Get used to it from the very first lesson because it's a huge problem for English speakers. They have huge troubles naming the objects, addressing the objects, inanimate objects with on, она. It's difficult for them. So, stol, on. And actually I have a better word for example, ending with on. Телефон. Of course, telephone. Телефон. 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 You see, он телефон. Он телефон. Телефон он. Super easy. Again, consonant in the ending. So, телефон, same with the word microphone. Let's write it down too. Why not? Remember the pronunciation. And don't ask me why I'm pronouncing it as a microphone. Because we already know when stressing goes here, this one turns to a. Microphone. Again, look at the ending. Here is a consonant. Oop. So how about some other word? Museum. Музей. Музей. You see what's in the ending? In the ending we have y, means it's masculine. Он музей. Why not? Oh, what else? What else? Maybe factory? I don't know why I'm bringing it. Just for example, завод, factory. Завод. Remember about reduction. Завод. Yeah, factory. It's a man in Russian. Он завод. Завод. So, now I want you just to understand that consonant in the ending or y in the ending, all right? So, here is masculine. Now feminine. Она. You already know this one. Она. It even sounds more feminine. Он, она. Like long, она. Same here. If it's a in the ending or ya. Ah, ya. So feminine, right? We don't even need to learn it. So, ya in the end. In the ending. For example, why the word snake is the first association I have with feminine. I'm having some problems for sure, but the snake is змея. Змея. Змея is looks like worm. Змея. Змея. In the end, we have ya. Means змея is feminine. Она змея. For example, you have some colleague, woman that you hate, and you say, oh, she's such a snake. Она змея. Змея, она. Or maybe winter. Winter. Зима. In Russian, winter is zima. Zima. Repeat after me, please. Always repeat everything I'm saying in Russian. Always repeat after me, okay? If you need to, pause the video because I want to make every second of this lesson count. I want you to speak constantly, even if it's just repeating some words. So, zima means winter. In the end, we have zima. Она зима. Or easy word to remember, a car. In Russian is машина. Машина. Na. I hope now you can see the difference between my E and my N. Машина. 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 Look at the ending. It's not just it's na. Она, машина. Super easy to remember, right? Она, машина. So машина is she. Машина. And what else? A book. Книга. 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 A book. Book. Книга. Again, we see a here, so it's feminine. Она. Она. Книга. Змея. Змея. Зима. Машина. Книга. All those words ending with a and ya. Okay, but now I guess you have a question. What's with the words that we already know, like окно, молоко, вино? They are not masculine, they are not feminine. Of course, means that they are... Do I have to get rid of this? I think yes. They are neuter. Maybe I'll be able to put it here. I hope you wrote it down. Let me get rid of this, okay? So the words ending with ye and o are neuter. O, ye. We'll write it down in a second. Oh, so difficult to remove stuff from here. So neuter. Оно. Оно. It. Neuter. For example, as we already said, вино. Вино. Guess what it means? Вино. Of course, it means wine. Вино. Вино, in the end, we have o. So if it's o or ye in the ending of the word, it's neuter. Let's try some more. Let's take the wonderful word море, sea. Море. I have troubles with m today. Море. Море means sea. That was supposed to be a wave, but okay, let's just write it down. Море. So if you look at the ending, we have ye here. Море, оно. Оно, море. Оно, вино. Or the word window. Окно. 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 Again, o in the ending, right? Окно. Окно. Вино, море, окно. So o, ye in the ending means that it's neuter. So this was the general rule about how to divide nouns in three genders. But of course, there is more to talk about here. This is a soft sign, and here we have a little bit of tricky situations. If you see a soft sign in the end of the word, it's a little bit more difficult because it can be masculine and it can be feminine. Okay, for example, the word день. День. День is masculine. But if you see something like this or this or this, sh with soft sign, ch with soft sign, sh, all those remember them? Yeah, if you see those in the ending, in most cases it's feminine. In most situations it's feminine. Don't think about it too much. Right now, I want you to remember just the rule about consonant and about ya and oye in neuter. Neuter, I'm always trying to say it noita. Too much German in my life. So yeah, problems may be with soft sign in the ending. And also, you might be thinking, what about all those other letters like u, e, for example, yeah, u, maybe u, e, what to do if you see them in the end. Usually these are words that were borrowed from some different language. What's going on here? For example, menu, it's certainly not a Russian word. Menu. Most of these words would be neuter. Most of them, I would say 90% of them would be neuter. Menu, or what else? I don't know, Kung Fu maybe? Let's write it down. Kung Fu, I'm not sure if you need it, but just an example. You see, you, or also you can meet a word like lady. Lady, it ends with e, lady. Lady. But of course you understand that it's a woman, lady. It means lady, of course, lady. Lady. So here you come back to the very first rule. So if you can tell who it is, it means that you can understand if it's masculine or feminine. So most of the words would be neuter, except for the words that you can understand with your eyes or from the context that it's woman or a man. Okay, now let's practice a little bit, and we will try to grow our vocabulary a little bit. And we start with family members. Family, wanted to write in English, but then changed my mind. Family in Russian is семья. Семья. And why on earth is it so ugly? So write down семья. Семья is family. Семья. So now let's go through all the family members. Number 1. Okay, Papa. Papa. And let's try to understand the gender. Here we understand that it's a man. Papa can't be feminine. So even if it has this a in the ending, we still understand that it's masculine. Papa, masculine, right? Then, who comes next? Mama. You already know, feminine. Mama. Oh, feminine. Then, how about a son? Сын. Сын, a son. Again, we don't even need to look at the ending because we understand that it's a boy, a son. Son. So it's masculine, right? How about daughter? Daughter. In Russian, a daughter is дочь. Дочь. And of course, it's a girl. So, oops. So it's feminine, right? What other words do we have? What other family members we have? Сестра. We already had this word. Сестра. Again, it's sister. We don't even need to do anything special. Сестра is feminine, of course. Брат. 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 Brother. Брат. is masculine. And you could notice, this tendency that even if it's obvious that it's a man or if it's a woman, the rule with endings almost always works. So we remember that sh, ch, ch, ch with soft sign, feminine, дочь. Consonant in the ending, masculine. You see, exception is papa and дядя. Дядя. Let's write him down. Дядя, you already know this word. Дядя, masculine, and тетя, but I guess you already wrote them down. Why would I bother to do it again? Okay, дядя, тетя, and then we go to grandparents. Тетя, feminine, and then we go to бабушка. Why am I holding this? Бабушка means granny or grandmother. Бабушка. Бабушка. Old lady usually, it's granny. And бабушка, of course, it's a woman, it's feminine. Then we have дедушка. 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 Even if we see the a in the ending, it still means that it's a man because it's grandpa. Grandpa cannot be feminine, of course. So бабушка, дедушка. Then we have grandson, внук. Short word in Russian. Внук. Внук means grandson. Yeah. Внук, it's a boy. Means it's masculine, of course. Granddaughter is внучка. Or let's write it down. Внучка. Внучка. And again, of course, it's feminine. Внучка. What else? Nephew. Племянник. 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 Yeah, племянник. Племянник is nephew, meaning a boy. It's masculine. And племянница, a girl nephew, is племянница. Double N, ница. Племянница. And here you can see this rule again. Племянник, племянница. Masculine and feminine. So these are the basic relatives, family. By the way, I want you to know that cousin in Russian, we don't use the word кузен, cousin, кузен. We say двоюродная сестра or двоюродный брат. I don't even know if you need this. Двоюродный брат. It's a cousin. And actually, in Russian, I just always say брат or сестра, brother or sister. And for foreigners, it's very confusing because I have a brother and I have many cousins, but I call them all brothers. So keep that in mind when a Russian person calls someone brother or sister. It might be about their cousins. Okay, now let's practice with the word еда, food. Let's write down some food. The food itself in Russian is еда. Food. Еда. Еда. And try to guess. What is it? Here you look at the ending. Еда means that it's feminine, right? Feminine. Она еда. So that's the topic. Now let's go through our food. So let's begin with the breakfast. Egg in Russian is яйцо. Яйцо. This is an egg. Яйцо. Яйцо. How about the gender? Look at the ending. О. Оно. Яйцо. Яйцо. It's neuter, right? How about, we don't say, I don't know, I know that English speaking people don't say porridge anymore, but usually by the word oatmeal, we mean kasha. It means porridge. It can be a buckwheat, it can be oatmeal, even corn boiled in this substance. So in Russian, it's kasha. Kasha, guess the gender now. Look at the ending. Kasha, она. Of course, it's feminine. Kasha. Now let's speak about, I don't know, sandwich maybe. Sandwich. Sandwich. Actually, there are many controversies because some people say sandwich, some people write it with but I don't even know. Sandwich. So it ends in consonant. Sandwich means it's masculine. On sandwich. Or sandwich if you want. Sandwich, not a Russian word. Anyway, so how about some drinks? My favorite. Read it out loud. Of course. That's... Yeah, I better stop drawing in this class. I better stop drawing. Oh, it's coffee. 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 And it's super tricky with the word coffee because starting in 2009 or 10, actually they say that coffee is neuter or masculine. It has been masculine forever, for as long as I can remember. But everybody, because of its, usually all the words with yeah are neuter. So same with coffee. Everybody was just saying coffee, оно. So finally, the guys in the Ministry of Education said, okay, let it be both masculine and neuter. So you can say coffee он, and you can say coffee оно. But I'm having problems with people who started to use neuter. So please say coffee as masculine. I don't know why, it's my personal problem. So coffee, and the second one is tea. Чай. Look at the ending. Y. Masculine, right? Чай means tea. Чай. How about water? Вода. Вода means, oh, it's a glass. Вода. Look at the ending. Вода, она. Of course, it's feminine. Вода. Oh, how about the word soup? Soup. Oh, it's a plate with soup. Soup. What do we have in the ending? Consonant, of course. Soup is masculine. On. Soup. How about salat? Salat. And you see how easy it is. You already know soup, salad, coffee, sandwich. You can go to a restaurant in Russia right now and you won't have any problems. So here again, consonant in the ending. It means it's masculine. Salat, on. Then maybe, what else? Мясо, meat. Meat, мясо. Мясо. Again, pay attention to my pronunciation. Remember that o, it's about vowel reduction. So when it's not stressed, it turns to like that. Мясо, мясо. It's not мясо. Мясо. It's meat. Meat. Meat, right? It's like chicken bone. Okay, I'd rather stop writing. Мясо. So look at the ending. О. Мясо, оно. Neuter. What else do we have? How about the word pizza? You already know this one for sure. And we already used it in our lessons. Pizza. In the ending, we have a. Она. Feminine. Pizza. What else? What else? Butter. Масло. Масло. O in the ending. Масло. What does it mean? It means that it's neuter. Масло. Оно. Bread. Bread in Russian is хлеб. 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 It's not H, it's N. Хлеб. Consonant in the end, meaning that it's masculine. So, just like that, we don't have time here to go through all the words. Just use a dictionary and check out all the words you need to know about food and practice with gender. Look at the ending and try to understand which gender it is. Another piece of grammar I wanted to touch today is, it's super easy. It's and or. So in Russian, it's и and или. Или. And is и, or is или. Или. Okay? Why do I want you to learn this today? Because I want you to practice. And all those words you're going to learn, for example, pizza and hamburger. Pizza и гамбургер. Or man and woman. Мужчина и женщина. Or is it a man or is it a woman? Это мужчина или женщина. So let's practice a little bit now. I'm gonna draw this one. Why do I always like to draw when I absolutely cannot? So actually, I hope you can understand. I'm gonna ask you, это пицца? Да, это пицца. Let's write it down. Это pizza. Pizza. Это pizza. Now, это пицца или кофе? Пицца или кофе? Это пицца. Это хлеб? Нет, Это pizza. How about, I don't know, книга. Книга means a book. Let's imagine it's Lord of the Rings. I don't know, Властелин колец. Это книга? Да, это книга. Книга. Это книга или журнал? Журнал. Journal. Actually, it means magazine. Journal. Magazine. Or just scientific journal. Журнал. Журнал. Это книга или журнал? Is it a book or is it a journal? Lord of the Rings. Это книга. Это книга. Now what about E? Actually I wanted to draw coffee, but let's make it wine. And beer, for example. Beer. Вино и пиво. Вино и пиво. Вино и пиво. Wine and beer. By the way, both are neuter. Remember? О. Neuter. И пиво. Это вино и пиво? Да, это вино и пиво. Это чай и кофе? Нет, это вино и пиво. So now I want you to pause the video and practice like this with as many words as you can. For example, is it a grandma or is it a sister? Or these are a father and a son. Это папа и сын. Это папа и сын. Father and son. И. Or maybe you can't tell somebody's age. Is it his father or who is the father in this pair? Он, отец или сын. So something like that. All the words we mentioned today, I want you to practice by this pattern. Это something and something. Это something or something. So play around with those words and don't forget to say it out loud. Now let's practice speaking a little bit more and let's go back to our hero from lesson number 2. It's our cosmonaut cat, Vladimir. Vladimir is a cosmonaut cat. Yeah? Matryoshka ended up being some Matryoshka, Russian nesting doll. But actually, he's a cosmonaut. Looking even more like Matryoshka now. Okay, sorry. So this is Kot. And his name was Vladimir. Now let's look at this from the gender point of view. Vladimir. Vladimir. So Kot ends with a consonant. So it's masculine, and Vladimir means it's a male name. So we just know that it's masculine too. What else can we say now? Kot Vladimir. We know that cat is masculine, so it's not it. It's not it. In Russian, cat is he. Он. On. On, as we already know, cosmonaut. 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 And let's cosmonaut. Again, remember that it's masculine because you see космонавт, consonant in the ending. Он космонавт. Let's add more information. И, for example, scientist, ученый. Scientist in Russian is ученый. So not only he is a cosmonaut, he's a scientist. Cat Vladimir. Он космонавт и ученый. You see you understand that it is stressed. Ученый. Он космонавт и ученый. Let's speak a little bit. Владимир кот. Да, Владимир кот. Это кот Владимир. Он космонавт? Да, он космонавт. Он ученый? Да, он ученый. Он космонавт и ученый. Он космонавт и ученый? Да, он космонавт и ученый. Он баскетболист и профессор? Нет, он космонавт и ученый. Кот Владимир космонавт и ученый. Now let's speak about how to ask who he is. In Russian, question who means кто. Кто means who. And any animate objects like people, animals, they are all who. Who. Again, remember that it's not it. It's he. It's like a person, a cat. Кто? So let's talk a little bit. Кто это? Это кот Владимир. So, кто это means who is it? Кто это? Кто это? Who is it? For example, you see somebody and you don't know at the party somebody new. Who is it? Это кот Владимир. It's Vladimir, our cosmonaut cat. Кто это? Это кот Владимир. Then you can ask, who is he? So you already know that it is a cat Vladimir, but now you want to know more about him. Who is he? What does he do? Кто он? Кто он? Кто он? Кто он? He is cosmonaut and scientist. Who is he? Whoop. Who is he? Who is he? So let's start with the beginning. Кто это? Это кот Владимир. Кто он? Он космонавт и ученый. Now I'll give you an example for your homework. Make another character. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to make a woman. Let it be Granny. I don't know. Granny. Looking too young. So, бабушка. 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 And let's practice just like that. You can do it on your own. You can ask, who is it? Кто это? Кто это? And you answer, это бабушка. Кто это? Это бабушка. For example, бабушка Соня. Her name is Соня. Это бабушка Соня. Кто она? Usually it means profession. Кто она? Кто она? Она. Она... I don't know. Who is she? Кто она? Она... I don't know. Спортсменка. Sportswoman. Спортсменка. Менка and actress. Актриса. 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 Она спортсменка и актриса. And then you ask again, она баскетболистка и доктор? Нет, она спортсменка и актриса. And so on. You ask, это дедушка? Нет, это бабушка. Это бабушка Таня? Нет, это бабушка Соня. So as much practice as you can get with these small, short examples, the more the better. The more the better. So it's just an example of what you can do with all the family members. Make as many family members as you can. Give them different names, give them different professions. Use и or или. Is it grandma or grandpa, бабушка или дедушка? So I hope you got the general idea of how to work with these words and questions. Now your homework, of course. First, you go to the previous lessons and review them. All the words that we used there, you divide in 3 columns: masculine, feminine, neuter. Also, you go to the link below this video and check out my full lesson, because here is only the video. I also put everything that I'm saying in text, and there are a lot more examples and words to practice it. So check out the links below this video to go and practice with full lesson, because here we don't have a chance to practice as much. And number 3, again, don't just watch my videos. It's not enough. Go to dictionaries and search for any words you need to practice, words that you see every day around you, and keep practicing with this structure. Это something, он, она, оно something, and now you also know и and или and or. Practice with them too. Now you know the question, кто это? Okay. And by the way, what is что? But I'll save it till the next lesson, so don't bother. So practice with people, practice with family members, бабушка, дедушка, мама, папа. This is your homework. Please try to start seeing which gender it is. Look at the ending, and with enough practice,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so how many students? So just a moment, please. Just a moment. So, Aisha, where is she? And Mubin here, Mubin. Okay. Mubin,
Yes,
Shahba.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mubin, Shahba. And as far as pharynx, what is it? Mubin, Shahba, pharynx. Mubin, Shahba, pharynx, what is it? Can you hear me? Shahbaz, pharynx. Can you translate into Russian, please?
Ma'am, it's Glotka.
Good. And which gender is it? Which gender is it? And because we have ending R, so at the end of this word.
Feminine.
You're right, feminine, that's right. And so, and give me other medical, terms, I mean, parts of the body, like glotka belongs to feminine. And so, next, do you remember? Spleen, what is it, spleen? Spleen, what is it, spleen?
Ma'am, it's supply.
No, селезенка. So,
Sili-
will you repeat after me? Селезенка.
Silizinka.
Да, селезенка. So, раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь, 9 слов. 9 букв. There are nine letters in the word селезенка. And everybody should pronounce after me. Селезенка. Repeat. Селезенка.
Селезенка.
No, stop. Селезенка.
Селезенка.
Селезенка, that's right. And Sabir Amina, here. Sabir Amina. Here. Sabir Amina. What gender is it? What gender is it? Sabir Amina.
Feminine, ma'am.
Feminine.
Ending with
Because,
A.
yes, because we have got ending R.
Yes,
Okay, and so next one, skin. Sabir Amina, what is it, skin? Do you know? What
Yes,
is
ma'am.
it? What is it, skin?
Kosha.
No, кожа. And repeat
Кожа.
after me. Кожа.
Kosha.
Кожа. Okay, кожа. And it belongs to feminine too, okay?
Yes,
Feminine
ma'am.
too.
Okay,
Good.
ma'am.
Кожа. It's feminine too. That's right. And so thorax, what is it, thorax? I mean, I said thorax. Do you know? What
Ma'am,
is it,
40?
thorax? No, thorax. Thorax, what is it? Thorax. Грудная клетка. Repeat after me. Грудная клетка.
Грудная клетка.
So everybody should write down thorax. It means грудная клетка. Say next, kidney. What is it, kidney? Sabina Amir. Sabiramina. Kidney. Translate.
Yes, ma'am. Почка.
Good. Почка. You're right. And so bladder. What is it, bladder?
What, ma'am?
Bladder. Да, Бакуля. Да. Жоқ, ешкімге берген жоқпын. Смотри, жаңа қасқан тұрады ғой, қасқанның артында тұрады. Қасқанның артында. Өзіміз жей істегенбіз, давай. Давай, давай. А не қылайын дедің еле? Алло. Okay, just a moment, please. Just a moment. Bladder, what is it, bladder? Do you know?
Мочевой пузырь.
No. Мочевой пузырь. Repeat after me. Мочевой пузырь.
Мочевой пузырь.
What gender is it, пузырь? Gender, what is it?
Ma'am, neuter.
No, it is not neuter. Мочевой пузырь, so it belongs to masculine. So next, forearm. Forearm. Do you know forearm? What is it? Forearm. You know?
Ma'am,
Forum.
Predplechka.
No. Repeat after. Yes, Sana, you're right. Предплечье. Okay. Предплечье.
Предплечье.
So, what gender is it?
Neuter.
Sana Shahbaz. Предплечье. Okay, you're right. It belongs to neuter.
Neutral gender noun.
Yes. Okay. Neuter. And cavity. What is it? Cavity. Sana, cavity. What is it?
Closed.
No, полость.
Polest.
Sana, and can you find appropriate, appropriate adjective like this one? Nasal cavity and mouth cavity and abdomen cavity, and will you translate into Russian?
Yes, ma'am.
Translate into Russian.
Ma'am, nasal cavity is nosovia plus.
No. So repeat after me. Носовая полость. Everybody should pronounce носовая полость. Say after me. Носовая.
Nosovia polest.
Good. Носовая полость. You're right. And so abdomen cavity. What is it? Abdomen cavity. Abdomen.
Abdomen
You know?
cavity.
Yes. What is it? Abdomen.
Ma'am, it is called brushnaya polest.
Брюшная полость. That's right. Abdomen cavity, it means брюшная полость. Yeah, брюшная полость. And so next, mouth cavity. What is it? Mouth cavity. Do you remember?
Ma'am, it is called polestra rata.
No. Ротовая полость. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ratavaya polest.
Ротовая. Yeah. And so, and you can say as well, полость рта. You're right. Like this
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Полость.
Polestra.
Yes. And so полость живота, полость so носа. Okay, good. And what does it mean? Muscle. Sana, do you know muscle? What is it?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Ma'am,
is
it is mishtasta.
Мышца.
Мышца.
And what about adjective? Can you form an adjective from this noun, please? Adjective. What kind of adjective can be used here? You know?
Ma'am, there are many muscles.
So, мышечный. So, repeat after me. Мышечный.
Mushichni.
Мышечный. Write down. Muscle, a noun. Мышца. And masculine, it means мышечный. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Мышечный.
Male
What gender is it?
Male. Masculine.
Yes, as you know, all kinds of adjectives can change, I mean, into masculine, feminine, neuter, plural, okay?
Ma'am,
And if we say the word мышечный, it belongs to masculine, you're right. And what about feminine of the same word?
Мышечная.
No, stop. Мышечная, okay? Say.
Okay, ma'am. Mushichная.
Мышечная, good. For example, мышечная масса, yeah? Мышечная.
Yes, ma'am.
And what about neuter of the same word? Neuter.
Mushichnayu.
No, wrong.
Nayi.
So repeat after me. Мышечное. Repeat.
Okay, ma'am. Mushichnoye.
No, again. Мышечное.
Mushichnoye.
Good. Мышечное. Right. Мышечное. And what about plural? Plural.
Mushichnoye.
No, мышечные. Say. Мышечные.
Mushichnaye.
Good. Мышечные, plural. Мышечные. That's right. Okay, and so next, liver. What is it, liver?
Ma'am, it is called pichin.
Печень.
Yes, ma'am.
Repeat. Печень.
Pichin.
Печень. Good. And so next, ureter. What is it, ureter?
Ma'am, it is called Mochitnochnik.
No. Мочеточник. Repeat. Мочеточник.
Mochitnochnik.
No. And this is a long Russian word. And
Yes.
you can divide into syllables like мочеточник. Repeat.
Mochitochnik.
Good. Мочеточник. And put a question, please. Put a question. Мочеточник. Что
Чито.
это?
Chito
Стоп.
mochitnochnik.
Что это? Что это? Repeat after me. Что это?
Что это?
And the answer. Это мочеточник. Okay? Это мочеточник. So what does it mean, the word boni? Sana, boni. What is it, boni?
Ma'am, Boni? Boni or
B-O-N... no. B-O-N-Y.
Okay.
It is adjective.
Костливе. Костливе.
No. Костный.
Костлит.
No. It is adjective. Костный.
Okay. Costly.
Костный. Костный. And the word костный requires a question какой? Костный. And so next. Okay. And change. Какая? Костная. Everybody should write down. Every student should write. Какой? Костный. Какая? Костная. Какое? Костное. Какие? Костные. Okay?
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
again, какой костный? Какая? Костная. Какое?
Костное.
Какие? Костные. Good? Какие? It means костные. And so, would you repeat after me, please? Repeat. Какой?
Какой?
Костный.
Костный.
Какие?
Какие костные?
Костные. And so, какое?
Какое? Костное.
Good. And the last one, what question can be used here?
Кокосское.
No. Какие? It means
Какие?
костные. Say.
Какие костные?
No. Костные.
Костные.
Костные. That's right. Good. And so, right, like this one, if we want to form a word combination, like костный мозг. Good. So, I mean, as far as brain, yeah?
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Okay, and thank you, and Sana. Just a moment, please.
Welcome, ma'am.
So, good. And so next. Shahbaz Muhammad here. Shahbaz Muhammad. Shahbaz here or not?
Yes, ma'am, Mubin.
Shahbaz, okay, Mubin, good, Mubin. And so next the word trunk. What is it, trunk? Can you translate trunk? Trunk, what is it, trunk? Mubin, Shahbaz, trunk, what is it? T-R-U-N-K, trunk. Translate into Russian. So?
Хобот, ma'am.
No. Trunk, it means туловище. Repeat after me, туловище.
Туловище.
Everybody should write down. Туловище. Part of the body, yeah? Part of the body. Write down, туловище. And so, Mubin, Shahbaz, and which gender is it, туловище? What gender is
Feminine.
it? No.
Neuter.
Туловище. Yes, of
Neuter.
course, it belongs to neuter. Туловище, like this one. Большое туловище, a huge trunk. Маленькое туловище, a small trunk, good. Здоровое туловище, healthy trunk, etc. And so next, limb. Mubin, Shahbaz Mubin, limb. What is it, limb?
Ma'am, it's
Limb,
Chonosty.
limb. What is it?
Konichonosty.
Limb, it means конечность, yeah. And so, upper limbs translate. Upper limbs. What is it?
Upper limb, ma'am.
Yes, upper limbs. Upper limbs. What is it? Write down, everybody. Верхние конечности, right? Repeat after me. Верхние, say. Верхние конечности. Okay? Верхние конечности. Repeat after me. Верхние, say.
Верхние
Конечности.
конечности.
Good. Верхние конечности. Okay. Верхние конечности. And it belongs to plural. Good. Верхние конечности. Plural. And so next, what about the opposite meaning of this word combination, please?
Lower limb, ma'am.
What? Repeat. What is it?
Ma'am, lower limb.
No. So everybody should write down. Нижние конечности. Write down, please. Нижние конечности. Everybody should write. Mubin, you please repeat after me. Нижние конечности. Say. Нижние
конечности.
конечности. Good. Нижние конечности. It means lower, yeah? So limbs. Good. And so next, please. And chest. What is it, chest, Mubin? Chest. Do you know? Chest.
Груд.
Грудная клетка. Repeat after me. Грудная клетка.
Грудная клетка.
And what about animals? Cage. Клетка для животных, окей? Клетка для животных. Next, heart. Мубин. Shahbaz. Heart. Heart. H-E-A-R-T.
Heart.
Heart. Sana, what is it? Heart.
Сердце.
What? Heart. Сердце.
Сердце.
Сердце. So just a moment, please. And Abdul Mukid here. Abdul Mukid Khan. Here or not?
Absent, ma'am.
Absent. So sorry. And Hassan Ali. Mahmoud Tariq. Where is he? Absent. Absent.
Absent, ma'am.
Absent. So Rizal Muhammad. Jansan, yeah? Rizal Muhammad.
He's also absent.
Absent. So sorry. And Jahansip Muhammad Akhtar Ali. Here.
Present.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am, present.
Akhtar Ali here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
Muhammad Akhtar Ali. That's right. Okay. Thumb. What is it? Thumb. What gender is it? Translate into Russian. Thumb.
Ma'am?
Thumb. Thumb. What is it?
Thumb कह रही है अंगूठा.
You please. Akhtar Ali, what about thumb? Translate into Russian.
Bolshoi palace.
You're right. Большой палец. And what gender is it? Большой палец.
Ma'am, Masculine.
You're right. And what about its question? Put a question.
Uh,
Какой
Какой
палец?
палец?
Мгм.
Какой палец?
Okay, repeat after me. Какой палец?
Какой палец?
Yes, какой палец? Большой палец. And next genitive, so I mean, какого пальца? Repeat after me. Какого пальца?
Какого пальца?
Большого пальца. So every student should write down. Какой палец? Nominative. Большой палец. Next. Какого пальца? Большого пальца. Dative. Какому пальцу? You please.
Какому пальцу?
You please. Repeat after me. Какому
Какому
пальцу?
пальцу?
What about answer? Какому пальцу? About answer. Какому пальцу? So, большому пальцу. Okay? Say,
Пальцу.
say. Какому пальцу? Большому пальцу. Repeat after me. Какому пальцу? Say.
Какому пальцу?
Большому пальцу. Repeat.
Большому пальцу.
Большому пальцу. Good. And so, genitive, just like, so nominative, какой палец, большой палец. And what about instrumental?
Instrumental.
Yes. Каким? Repeat after me. Каким?
Каким?
And can you answer? So, and what about other students? Can you help?
Большим пальцу.
No, no. Большим пальцем. Everybody
Большим
should write down. Yes. Shazameh, you're right. Большим пальцем. And so what about the last one? Prepositional. Prepositional. What about prepositional? О каком пальце? О большом пальце. Repeat after me. О каком?
О каком?
No. О каком?
О каком?
О большом. Yeah? О
О
большом пальце. That's right. Shoulder blade. What is it, shoulder blade? Shoulder blade.
Shoulder blade.
Лопатка. Лопатка. And will it change due to 6 cases? Что лопатка? Чего?
Лопатка.
No, wrong. Repeat after me. Что лопатка? Чего лопатки?
Лопатка.
Чего лопатки? Чего лопатки? And so, что лопатка? Чего лопатки? Чему? Dative. What about dative?
Лопатки.
Лопатке. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Лопатке. Шанзаме. Лопатке. And the instrumental чем? Чем?
Лопаткой.
No, лопаткой. Repeat.
Лопаткой.
And the last one? Last one?
Лопатки.
No, о лопатке. Yeah? You have missed preposition. О лопатке.
О лопатки.
О лопатке. That's right. Thank you. And Maaz Muhammad, Rizat Khan, where? Where is he? Maaz Muhammad, here or not?
Absent, ma'am.
Absent. That's bad. What has happened? Что с ним случилось? Почему его нет на занятии? Sana, где он? Не знаешь?
We don't know, ma'am, where he
You
is.
should say, я не знаю,
Okay,
где
ma'am.
он. Sana, repeat after me. Я не знаю,
Я не знаю,
где он.
где он.
I don't know where he is now. Okay? Я не знаю, где он.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
Mahrour Ikram. Mahrul Ikram. What is she?
Apron, ma'am.
Это девочка или мальчик? Mahrul Ikram. Sana, Mahrul Ikram. Is he or she?
Ma'am,
She,
she.
ma'am.
She, ma'am.
Huh?
She.
Ma'am, she's girl.
Girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Anna. Okay, Anna. Okay, she's Mahrul Ikram. Girl. What is she? Где она?
Ma'am, we don't know.
Absent. So sorry. And Sabiramina here. Okay. So next. Садик Айша. Here. Садик Айша. То есть где? Здесь?
Yes, ma'am.
Хорошо, замечательно. Так, теперь риб. Айша, что такое риб? Айша, риб. Do you know? What is it?
Yes,
Rib.
Yes, ma'am. Ribro.
Ребро. Will it change due
Ребро.
cases? Что ребро? Start. Что ребро? Say. Что ребро?
Чито реброя.
No. Repeat
Чито
after me.
реброя.
Stop. Wrong. You should repeat after me, like this one. Что ребро? Чего ребра? Is it clear to you? Start, please. Что ребро?
Yes, ma'am.
Say, что ребро?
Чито реброя. Чего
Oh my God.
ребра.
Ребра. Чему? Чему? Айше, чему?
Чему
So, stop.
ребью.
So, I don't understand. Why aren't you writing?
Ma'am, чему
You
ребру.
should. Ребру. Чем?
Ребру.
Чем? No. Чем? Instrumental. Чем?
Чем.
Чем? Ребром.
Чем.
Ребром.
Ребром.
And
Ребром.
о чем?
О
О
чем?
ребре. Ребре.
О ребре.
О ребре. And so, can you repeat the same noun from the beginning to the end, please? You should start. Что ребро? Чего ребра? Чему ребру? Okay? Will you start? Что ребро?
Yes, ma'am.
Say, что ребро?
Чито ребро.
Чего?
Чего ребра.
Чему?
Чего. Чему ребру.
Чему ребру? Окей, чему ребру?
Ребру.
Okay, so next. Вот.
Чем ребром. Ребром.
Чем ребром? О чем?
О чем о ребрем.
No. О ребре.
Ребре.
О ребре.
О
That's
ребре.
right. Good. So next, what is the word body? What is it? Body. What is it? Aisha, body. You know?
Тылу.
No. Тело.
Тело.
Good. Will you start to change что тело? Say.
Чито.
Тело.
Чито тело.
Чего?
Чего.
Тело. Чему? Телу. Good.
Чему.
Телу.
Телу.
Чем? Телом. Okay? Телом.
Чему телом.
No.
Чем.
Чем телом?
Чем телом.
О чем?
О чем о теле.
Теле. О
Теле.
теле. That's right, yeah. О чем? О теле. Good. And will you repeat once more time for other students to write down, please? Что тело? Start. Что тело?
Чито тилио.
Мгм.
Чего тилия.
Мгм.
Чему
Тело.
тилю.
Окей.
Чим
Мгм.
тилиум.
No.
О чем
No, stop.
тилье.
Инструментал чем? Чем?
Чем
Мгм.
тильем.
No, телом.
Тилем.
Yes, and the last one, о чем?
О чем
О теле.
о тилье.
О
Теле.
теле. Хорошо. О чем? О теле, да. Хорошо. Так, Савдарусама здесь? Савдарусама. Где Савдарусама? Нету? Absent.
Absent, ma'am.
Absent. And so next one. Saif Maluk Aziz Khan. Where is he?
And ma'am.
Absent.
Huh? Absent.
She is absent.
So is he or she?
He is
Ona,
a boy.
ma'am.
Ma'am, he is
Boy.
boy. He is absent.
Boy. Absent. And Shahsiet is Azali here. Shah
Absent, ma'am.
is Azali.
Ma'am, she is also absent. He is also.
Absent. So sorry, he's absent. So students, listen to me, please. Послушайте меня. So your home task was to be ready with all words you have watched video at today's lesson, okay? So I mean all the words, and you should start so man, woman, family, father, mother, brother, sister, nephew, cousin, двоюродной брат, and everything you have seen on video must be learned by heart. I mean Russian words, okay? But I'm going to ask all these Russian words, and plus еда, food, good? And you should know everything concerns food. I mean, so яйцо, good? Sandwich, coffee, chai, okay? And
Okay, ma'am.
so every word can be learned by heart. So students, at the next lesson, you should learn by heart all the words and word combinations. So I mean gender, and don't forget to review adjectives. You see, all kinds of adjectives always change, all kinds of nouns, they always change. And don't forget about changing concerns pronouns, yeah, like this one. Мой, моя, моё, мои, твой, твоя, твоё, твои. Okay? You should learn by heart, please. So, and plus, you should review, the dialogues between doctor and his patient, and all the words, please. And this is your homework. Okay. Так, до свидания. До свидания.
До свидания, ma'am.
Всего хорошего. Всего хорошего. Домашнее задание вы должны учить то, что вы видели в видеофильме, да? Все вы должны учить. So, you should learn how to write this or that word in the Russian language. I mean, concerns food, concerns relatives, families, good? And you should know how to write, how to translate, okay? До свидания. Всего хорошего.
До свидания.
Take care of yourself. Берегите себя. Take care of yourself. Спасибо за внимание. Спасибо.